Hey everybody on YouTube, it's April the 11th, Monday evening, about 7 p.m. A little shower coming in northwest Georgia. So out here checking stuff, make a little update. I try not to make too many updates too close together, but I did a lot of changing around, getting stuff ready for the tomato season that's coming. These guys, I said in the last video, I was trying to hold them back because I'm trying to make sure we're going to have the last frost. It got cold over the weekend, but I don't think it frosted. Got about 35 degrees here, but still, that you don't want to put them out in that. Even if you had a hoop structure, and on this bed outside, from about hip board to hip board, I'll probably have a structure like this. It'll just be below the hip board, it'll be open air so the bees and everything can get into it. But it will allow me, for the plants I put outside, which all those in that soil cups over there, those will be going out there. And I've got Cherokee purples, and I bought some Big Daddies and some black Crim. I'm gonna have tomatoes coming out of my ears, and then I'm gonna have 2 dozen more over at behind a buddy's house in the patch we're running. Trying to make a few dollars and pay for some of these materials this summer, but had to get it going in that direction instead of sitting on it. All in that back row, all those bags, those are my bush tomatoes, bush beef steak and bush big boy. Those are beef steak tomatoes, and they're going to be probably top out at that hip board there, so I'll probably be tied off there, just single stem them. Won't be doing any pruning on those. Probably won't prune them, won't be single. I'll just let them go as they're determinants. And then this one here, the way the light's coming through the greenhouse, it looks a lot more yellow than it is to the naked eye. It's green, but they are a little hungry. Like I said, I've been holding them back, and they were getting a little root bound in those coffee cups. Brian Pruitt, buddy of mine on Facebook and here on YouTube, hydroponics grower. You gotta check his page out. He's got it going on down there on the coast, Savannah. That's his white tomasols he sent me in the mail. Planted 4 of them, and I only got 2. I lost 2 for some reason. Just had so many going. Lost a few others, but this one's gonna grow in here. It's gonna get all the best love and care, and see what we can do with that. This is a supersonic hybrid. This is a F1 hybrid. It's got a lot of disease resistance built into it. Really needs to be a tomato I grow outside, but said it makes big tomatoes, so I'm gonna try it in here. And those are my black and brown boars. That is out of came out of Wild Boar Farms up north somewhere, out of a zebra strain tomato. Just kind of happened onto it. I mean, I don't know if he was breeding, but I've raised these now for about 6 or 7 years. I bought them from a farmer in Cartersville years ago and just kept seeds. Good slicer. And those are my glaciers here. These guys are real early tomato. They'll probably be done by June, but they're kicking the tail right now and looking good. Everything's getting rock dust, compost tea, basically all Espoma products, plant tone, rock phosphates, putting Epsom salts in there. Just going to try to grow everything in here in soil, peat, and Pro Mix, and just see how I can do it in here. Outside, I'll be running hydroponics on the deck, running Dutch buckets, circulation systems. Strawberries here, these are all, this is vermicompost in these bags, half of them, and the other half cocoa. And these are bunching onions for shallots or chives or whatever, onions. Somebody asked me to grow some. They might get pitched because I'm tired of looking at them. But up here, extra strawberries. My strawberries, I'm having root issues. Having Pythium or Pythium root, yuck. Running hydrogen peroxide 3%, trying to get it, but I don't know. Some of it's just dirty from the cocoa that gets dropped down and washed there. Because step back and look at these. Flowers everywhere, fruit everywhere. June bears are making runners, flowering all over. I mean, there's strawberries. A couple clusters on every plant, except for a few little dinkers here that they might go outside. If they don't start doing something, they'll go outside on the edge of the garden. But if I got any ideas on that, it's constant aeration in the tub. Saying about 60 to 70 degrees, keeping it covered up over here. It does get a little high, 75 in there, but I don't think that's going to hurt anything. Not this time of year. Only thing I can think came from these being shipped to me from Norse Farms. Soil was on the roots. I washed them the best I could, tried to inoculate them with Super Thrive, clean them, but to be fighting that problem, there's strawberries coming in just everywhere you look on most of these plants. So anybody know how I can get that out of there other than nuking it? Because I want to keep these. I want to renovate these June bears and keep these Everbarons on the back row. Because I think my next year would be the real big harvest with them having a year's of growing on them. So any ideas on that? But that's about it, guys. I just want to update some of the changes. The rest of those tomatoes there. This will be outside on the opposite side of the wall with a gutter catching rain with an overflow, putting it out into the garden patch. That'll give me 2 more bush style right here on this wall. Should have plenty of room to work up each side. You can see the spacing here on them. Even though the indeterminates will take the center aisle, the sun should come through, you know, this way. If you're looking that way, it should come through during the day and get them. I'm hoping that anyways. But anyways, I'm just a little update. About the middle of April. It shouldn't be long now before we can get stuff outside. And out here I've got everything ready to go, like I said, and got a bed of greens over there that I planted. Moved some stuff from hydro, some mustard over there, spinach. There's a couple romaines of red and a little gem, and then I got Swiss chard in the back of the box I just planted. Got my super brew going over there, beans that came out of the greenhouse. I put a little cherry tomato there on that trellis. So once I get my hoop structure, probably from the corner of that top bed there, it'll come down to the corner of the greenhouse, and I'll be growing up under there with indeterminates, hopefully with some grafted ones. My first set didn't take, so I ordered seeds and started some new seeds with some new rootstock with a new scion, you know, heirloom plant I want to grow. So usually it takes about 2 weeks to get them going after, you know, they sprout and get big enough to graft, and then another week to get them hardened off and outside. So we'll see how that goes. One reason I got this greenhouse to experiment. So I'm hoping to grow a lot of tomatoes out there and in here and over with a friend, and I'll try to sell some to the locals and take over the tomato game. So thanks for watching. Little dog, he did a run around in the yard, sniffed the varmints before the rain moved in. Now he's chilling. I'm gonna sit out here and meditate. Thanks for watching.